Every society builds schools, but no two societies fully agree on what those schools are for. Is education about producing workers, forming citizens, developing individuals, or transmitting culture?
Today at C1, we explore the philosophical debate around education, from Dewey to Freire to contemporary critics, and give you the academic language to engage with it. Welcome to C1 Advanced English in Context. Philosophy of education requires nuanced vocabulary, the language of critique, reform, and intellectual debate.
Conversation 1. A university seminar discussion between two students with different views on standardized education. Conversation 2. A podcast interview with an education researcher.
We focus on the vocabulary of educational philosophy, argumentation, and academic discourse at C1 level.
Student A, rigour. My argument is that the entire architecture of modern schooling is predicated on an industrial model that is fundamentally incompatible with developing genuine critical thinking.
Student B, Amara. That is a compelling critique, but it elides a crucial tension. The same system that constrains individual development is the mechanism through which marginalized communities have historically accessed social mobility.
Rigour, I grant that. But the access argument tends to justify the reproduction of an inequitable structure rather than challenging it. We are debating whether marginalized students should access an inherently flawed system, not whether the system should be reimagined.
Amara, that is a coherent position philosophically, but it is a luxury argument. People cannot wait for the system to be reimagined. They need qualifications to eat. C1 Academic Argumentation Phrases. I grant that one of the most powerful moves in academic debate. You concede a point, then reframe the discussion. It signals intellectual honesty.
That elides a crucial tension. To elide is to omit or pass over. Using this word signals that you have identified not just a flaw in the argument but a structural omission.
Predicated on this is how you expose the hidden assumptions of an argument. Your conclusion is predicated on the assumption that X, but what if X is false?
Podcast host, William. Your research challenges the dominant narrative that more education is always better. Can you unpack that?
Researcher, Dr. Osei. The problem is that we conflate education with schooling. Education, the development of curiosity, critical capacity, and adaptive intelligence, is not equivalent to completing a curriculum.
William, what does the evidence say about whether formal schooling increases or decreases intrinsic motivation to learn?
Dr. Osei, the evidence is sobering. Studies tracking children from preschool through secondary school show a consistent decline in intrinsic motivation across all demographics. The schooling system, as currently constituted, is remarkably effective at manufacturing compliance and remarkably ineffective at cultivating curiosity.
William, that is a damning indictment. What would a reimagined system look like?
We conflate X with Y, one of the most useful analytical moves in academic English. It allows you to identify a category error in someone's argument.
Unpack that. A standard academic conversation phrase inviting deeper explanation. You can also say, can you elaborate, can you develop that, or can you walk us through the reasoning?
Manufacturing compliance, a powerful critical expression. It implies the system is producing conformity by design, not by accident. Note the verb manufacturing, it implies industrial scale intentionality.
Your argument is predicated on the assumption that all access is equally valuable.
I grant that point, but it does not address the structural issue.
We need to be careful not to conflate education with formal schooling.
That is a compelling critique, but it elides a crucial tension.
What does it mean when someone says an argument elides a crucial tension?
It means the argument passes over or omits an important contradiction or conflict that should be addressed. It is pointing to a structural gap in the reasoning.
What is the difference between education and schooling according to the researcher?
Education is the development of curiosity, critical capacity, and adaptive intelligence. Schooling is the institutional system. The researcher argues that completing a curriculum does not guarantee genuine education. Today, you engaged with C1 academic vocabulary, predicated on, conflate, elide, and the language of philosophical critique.
These phrases do not just sound sophisticated, they help you make more precise arguments. Each one identifies a specific type of reasoning move.
Next episode, the language of data and statistics, how to read, interpret, and discuss numbers in professional and academic contexts.